they are found. Tama yan. I agree with it on all fours. The problem is, yung interpretation of how your citizenship was acquired. A treaty overruling a very poignant and strict requirement that you must be a citizen paglabas mo sa mundong ito. Kasi kung wala kang known father or mother, you are a foundling, and then you cannot really say with certainty now that you are a natural-born citizen. Yun lang po, I disagreed with the Supreme Court. But I like Grace po to be president someday if the requirement remains to be the same.
ETV online channel. In the service of the Filipino online world.
Ganito yung nangyari. But first, I will address myself to Grace po. You know, she's my friend. I love her because she's very good-natured, a gentle lady, and a true public servant. Wala akong problema dyan kay Grace. Pero yung aking that would affect her also was the decision dito. Suddenly, I just said, kung ganon pa lang, di tatakbo na lang rin ako. Ganito yan Ang konstitusyon natin nagsabi na the Constitution of the Philippines requires that you be a citizen and a natural born dito sa ating requirement sa konstitusyon. Ang natural born, sabi ng mga professors namin, ilang semester yan, that the only way to be a natural born is really to go out of your mother's womb. You are already a Filipino. But there's a treaty somewhere na kawawa naman, and I agree with the treaty, that a person cannot be stateless. It would really be a pity to know of a human being na wala siyang citizenship. And that was the treaty mandates every member of the United Nations, recognizing the treaty kung signatory ka doon, that foundlings o yung walang alam na nanay o tatay are considered citizens of the country where they are found. Tama yan. I agree with it on all fours. The problem is, yung interpretation of how your citizenship was acquired. A treaty overruling a very poignant and strict requirement that you must be a citizen paglabas mo sa mundong ito. Kasi kung wala kang known father or mother, you are a foundling, and then you cannot really say with certainty now that you are a natural-born citizen. Yun lang po, I disagreed with the Supreme Court. But I like Grace po to be president someday if the requirement remains to be the same. But I think we will amend the Constitution and make that exception. Na yung foundling are already qualified. Kasi ang pinaulit-ulit yan sa amin, kailangan lumabas ka ng katawan ng nanay mo, siya Pilipino, ikaw Pilipino. Pabalik-balik yan sa law school, kami, only to be interpreted of incorporating a treaty and overruling a strict, I said, a poignant one, because you must be a citizen inside and out of your mother's womb. I was so disappointed with our Supreme Court that suddenly it struck to me na bakit ganito. So kung ganon, it was during, we were discussing the case, kakabalalabas lang ng decision. Ayun, lawyers tend to argue if there's no need for it. Sabi ko, kung ganito itong style ng, I really disagreed with the ruling. And I still disagree with it now. Then and now, mahirap na kami, mga abogado, basta tanongin ninyo lahat, ngayon ang dinidikdik sa amin are, you must be a citizen of a mother who is a citizen of this republic. Yun lang. So I decided, well, I was called to talk. By the way, thank you for that event of your birthday. I found out now that I was lucky I made that decision here. Birthday. And so I am now the president. And also I am having so many problems. Sabi ko nga, with all the opposition left, wag na natin ano yan kasi part of the territory yan sila. We have a problem with the communists for the last 50 years. So I said that, do you want to fight another 50 years? Wala man akong problema. Unang hinayang ako sa buhay ng Pilipino. But I have discontinued the peace talks. Ayaw ko na. And if we have to go to war, we go to war. It's a matter of really asking for something which I cannot give. Because pinag-aralan ko yung mga workshop papers and the official proceedings doon sa Netherlands nila ng panel natin, Secretary Doresa, Secretary Bello, and the rest. It would sum up something like a coalition government. Sabi ko, pag ganito, I cannot give what I do not own. Because that is sovereignty. And the law requires, the Constitution, that if you want to hold the sovereignty of a nation, you must be elected by the people. You take care of the sovereignty, independence, the integrity of this republic, fine. And then added to that, you're a sovereign and you can face anybody, anywhere in the international arena, and you are recognized to be holding the sovereignty of this republic. Hindi akin dyan eh. That's not mine to give. Even baski sa kaliit na sinabi mo, you want a part of that, and yet you have been fighting with government or against government for the last so many years, 50 years. It is simply not acceptable to all. And dinagdagan ko pa kanina, that if you are using me to get what you have, papatayin ako ng military pati police. If there is something which they cannot accept, maybe that is one issue. Corruption, pati you tinker with the integrity of this republic. Sabi ko talaga sa TV kanina, papatayin ako. Sigurado yan. No popularity here. No. The forces of government would not like it. And the people would not like it. So wala akong magawa. Sabi ko, let us go separate ways. Na itong corruption, people are afraid about me being a dictator, extending my term beyond the normal route. Alam mo, sabi ko kanina, I am addressing myself to Congress. Let us amend the Constitution, shorten or restrict the powers of everybody, including the presidency, but make a constitution that would mandate more accountability and responsibility of officials. If you can craft a law wherein I would also put my own inputs there, and it would guarantee everybody or stop corruption, do not be afraid to amend the law. Either you can do away with my presidency But if you succeed, I said, in crafting a law which would ensure stopping corruption in this country, I will be willing. Do not be afraid of dictatorship. I am not aiming for it. I do not ask it and I do not like it. Pagka binigay ninyo sa Pilipino, I will step down at the end of the year. Sabi ko, that is a commitment, a guarantee. Make me a constitution that would do away with a long-suffering, corruption-ridden country. And I would be willing to just step out. Para hindi kayo matakot na si Duterte gusto diktador lang yan. You know, I'm old. I've been in politics for almost 40 years now.
Like and subscribe. Watch the previous video. Thank you for watching.